about the way empires remember themselves. Some are built on marble and myth, others on blood and dust. But in the highlands of Ethiopia, a kingdom once claimed its right to rule not through conquest or coin, but through something far more powerful, a story. The Solomonic Kingdom, which rose in the 13th century, didn't just rule with armies. It ruled with lineage, a thread said to stretch all the way back to King Solomon of Israel and the Queen of Sheba, whose meeting was said to birth a dynasty chosen by God himself. It's a story that fused faith with flesh and made Ethiopia not just a place, but a promise that divine favor could be inherited and destiny could be written into blood. Think about that. For most of human history, survival meant adaptation to nature, to hunger, to change. But the Solomonic kings found another way to endure. They adapted their story. Every generation polished the myth, wove it tighter into scripture, until legend and law became indistinguishable. It wasn't just politics, it was poetry used as armor. And it worked. For centuries, the Solomonic line bound together tribes, languages, and faiths under one shimmering idea: that their kingdom was a living continuation of an ancient covenant. In an age when European monarchs fought to prove divine right, Ethiopia quietly held a 1,000-year-old receipt. Yet what's most fascinating isn't the power they wielded, it's the belief they carried. Even when wars shattered their cities, even when the crown was exiled, the Solomonic story never broke. Because belief, once embedded in identity, doesn't die when a throne falls. It lingers, in names, in prayers, in the quiet certainty of belonging to something eternal. Maybe that's the real legacy of the Solomonic kingdom. Not the palaces or the crowns, but the idea that humanity's greatest survival tool has never been strength or wealth, its narrative. We are the only species that can turn memory into myth and myth into destiny. The Solomonic kings may have ruled a land, but their greatest empire was the imagination, a kingdom that still echoes in the soul of Ethiopia, where history and heaven are forever intertwined.